Marketers, your time is now. Amasis is on a mission to give power to the marketer. With Amasis, they want you to wield the ultimate marketing power. Amasis is an omni-channel customer engagement platform that connects more native channels than any other vendor in the market. Say farewell to one-size-fits-all campaigns. Amasis empowers you with personalized, data-driven strategies that captivate your audience and boost your bottom line. Just ask Adore Beauty, Pet Circle, Total Tools, and City Beach. They've experienced firsthand the game-changing impact of Amasis on their marketing efforts. Seize the reins of your marketing destiny today. Embrace Amasis and watch your business soar to new heights. Visit Amasis, that's EMARSYS, amasis.com now.
Welcome to The Checkout. We catch up with previous Add to Cart guests and ask them 5 quick questions to get to know them better and leave you with a little extra inspiration to get through your Friday. Here's your host, Bushy.
Today's checkout features Hamish McKay, the co-founder of OrderEditing. Hamish is a whip-smart young entrepreneur who has taken the e-commerce world by storm with his app that has rocketed up the charts and allows customers to make post-purchase amendments after they've checked out. And it also allows retailers to self-service those change of address and potentially upsell post the checkout. Learning his trade creating merchandise for creators such as Mr. Beast, Hamish created OrderEditing and has now expanded their reach globally, helping brands like the Oodie and Sheet Society revolutionize their customer experience. Hamish, welcome to The Checkout. Thank you for joining us on our main episode where we heard everything around what you're building with OrderEditing, all the way from how you haven't even met your co-founder yet after 2 years to how you got your first investment from one of your clients. But we're here to learn a little bit more about you. 5 quick questions. Number 1, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever bought online?
Can I say sex toys?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like wildly inappropriate or not.
No. It's whatever you want. And it depends whether you call them weird or not. How weird are we going into the sex toy land?
I don't know if I'm going to disclose that. Have you had that one before?
We've had a lot of people refer to it and say, well, can't tell you, but you kind of know that's what they're referring to. But we've had other people say everything from butt implants for their wedding dress. There we go. There's a brutally honest one. But sex toys, is it for you?
It's definitely the weirdest, I think. It's either that or clothing.
Let's go sex toys. All right, number 2, which retailer has inspired you most recently?
Oh, Represent, like massive. I think, yeah, I don't know of any, they've got quite a lot of awareness in Australia, but the coolest community is surrounding that brand. I'm going to go to their run club this weekend in LA. Like, there are thousands of people showing up to run with the founders of that company. I've never seen it happen before. It's awesome.
That's cool. Have you met the founders yet?
I have not. So
that's the goal. Love it. All right, number 3, name a piece of tech that you or your e-commerce business couldn't live without.
Yeah, I live and die by HubSpot. We've just for follow-up and whatnot, I've got this rule where every time I send an email, there has to be a task or a reminder associated with it to say, did this person reply? Or vice versa, did I reply? And that is an absolute lifesaver. I never lose track of anything because I'm just like task.
So talk me through it, because I use HubSpot as well, and I'm just curious. So you send an email and you're sending it through Gmail?
Yeah, through Gmail. So the integration.
But the extension.
And then I just pop it open, go task, 3 days in the future, reply ? And just make sure that email never gets lost.
Nice. And I suppose it saves you from sending shit emails where you're just not wanting any action out of it. You're like, well, why am I replying if I don't want any action out of it?
Exactly.
All right, number 4, can you recommend a book or a podcast that our listeners should immediately get into?
Yeah, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone is the best book that I've read in the last 3 years, and I'm about across 100 books. So highly recommend that. It's written by a phenomenal therapist in America. She tells a beautiful story, and she talks about some of the clients that she worked with, but also her experience going to therapy. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. And then a podcast would be the ones that my friends run. It's a casual business podcast called Underqualified, run by Sean Hark and Ed Holland and Andre Barber. They've got great guests and they tell a compelling story. It's a lot of fun.
Lovely. What drew you into maybe you should talk to someone?
I am a massive therapy advocate. I've been going to therapy for the last 14 months. I just stopped when I moved overseas, but I've always gone to therapy. And I think mental health is really important. It's been something that's lived with me and lived within my family. And I remember when I went through this phase of getting quite focused on financial incentives, I also got very focused on life fulfillment and purpose incentives, because those can often clash and get very separated. So while I was becoming very motivated and ambitious, I was also I'm going to stay really aligned with myself and what I want from life, and a lot more than just a nice car or a house or whatever it is that you might want. So I really lunged towards books like that.
That's awesome. And that really came through in our main conversation where you were talking about, the end goal is the freedom to do. And I just read The Psychology of Money, and it that resonated with me there is there's a big difference between being rich and being wealthy, is that rich is having a lot of money. Wealthy is the ability to do whatever you want with whoever you want, whenever you want. And I love that you've got that as an underpinning goal. Last one I've got for you, Hamish. What's your biggest challenge today?
Yeah, biggest challenge is time in the day, massively. And also being in a new country and not knowing anyone and being scared and terrified of that. You're frantically sending out messages for coffee, and it's oh, why do you want to meet with this random in Australia? What's the meeting for? And I'm I just want a friend. That's definitely the biggest challenge is finding time for myself outside of all the work, and also just connecting with people while you're trying to run a business and you're in a new country. It's easier said than done.
Well, if you're cool and you're in the US, reach out to Hamish.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hamish, thank you so much for joining us on The Checkout.
Thanks for having me.
To hear more from Hamish, jump back into episode 437, where Hamish shares how the sales opportunities for e-commerce brands should not end as soon as the customer exits the checkout. He tells us why we should all be measuring CPT, that's cost per ticket, as a key metric, and he shares his secret sauce into how he uses LinkedIn to share his story and create trust before securing the sale. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep adding to cart.